Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Miss Business with my week 37 pregnancy update. So today I am 37 weeks and 3 days, but I'm mostly going to talk about what happened in the 37 week. So as usual, I'm going to go over the cravings, the symptoms, and then the random stuff at the end, and of course, the belly shot. So this week I've been craving very simple foods like veggies, fruit, milk, just like easy to digest stuff. I've also been craving like parfaits, which, if some of you don't know, it's like yogurt and granola and some fruit, and it's delicious and fresh. And I've probably had one or two of these a day for the past week. Now, for the symptoms, my first symptom is a lot of fatigue to the point where sometimes I need to take naps, which I haven't taken naps in like more than 20 years. But naps are back, and I think it's because I'm getting ready for the D-Day and my body just needs to gather like all the energy it can. The other symptoms is achy back and neck, which kind of feels like those premenstrual, like general achiness, which I would normally take an Advil for, but obviously I can't because I'm pregnant. So I've just been going to the Surrender yoga class, which is like deep stretching classes, and then in the morning I'll stretch like really deeply. And one thing that helps with that is the pregnancy hormone. I think it's called like relaxin, and it makes it so that you can like stretch deeper. So I do have to be careful not to like pull anything, but the stretches feel really good when I can get them, especially because I'm so swollen. So if I just do like superficial stretches, it kind of really doesn't do anything. On Tuesday, my feet and my ankles were like so swollen and red and blue that I went to my doctor as kind of like an emergency, because I just felt like out of breath. I had nausea and the swelling, so immediately when I looked online, it said I could be having the preeclampsia, which is toxicity excess in the body, and it has like these symptoms like fatigue, nausea, swelling. But from what I understand, it's like something in the placenta that's not exchanging like the nutrient right, and your liver like has trouble like filtering out the toxins. And usually if you have like preeclampsia or eclampsia, they deliver the baby right away because that's the only thing that will like cure it basically. So I went in and they did a urine test, and they did my blood pressure. They did a complete blood count. So they found trace proteins in my urine, which is a sign of it. But my blood pressure wasn't that up. So for it to be like a high blood pressure, the systolic pressure needed to be 90, and mine was 87. But it was still a big jump from 4 days before where it was 70, and it went all the way to 87. So I got kind of scared, but then like I did my regular appointment on Friday, and like my blood pressure went back to like 82. So they didn't tell me anything about the protein. So I just kind of like got over it. When I went to the doctors on Friday, they did an ultrasound, which was kind of exciting because they haven't done an ultrasound since like week 20 something. And they did like an estimate to say like, oh, we think the baby is like that heavy right now based on like measurements. I think it was like, the width of the head and then the length of the femurs. And they told me that she was 7.7 pounds, which I don't think is accurate because she just doesn't feel like that big or that heavy. And I still technically have like 2 weeks and a half to go, more like 3. So I just don't think that she was that heavy. And when I told the doctor about that, she got kind of like defensive and like rude. And she was just like, well, you're wrong. So I guess we'll see like how much she weighs at birth. But I just don't think that 7.7 pounds is accurate at all. Another random thing is that like people, like customers at work, they think that now that I'm like, 9 months, whatever, they think I'm like not competent, and it just makes them feel like uncomfortable. And like some people are weird. Two ladies like left like a really rude note. Because they ordered like the thing that just takes like 30 minutes to be prepared, and I didn't tell them that it was going to take 30 minutes. And instead of saying something, they left like a rude note, and they said this was terrible service, we'll never be back, charged us our hotel room. And I feel like they felt, because I was pregnant, that I'm not like able to do my job correctly, which is completely wrong. And I feel like it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just I'm not used to that because I've never been told that in my entire like career as a waitress. But anyways, that's all I have for today. So I'm going to show you my baby bump. So this is from the front, side, front, and side. As you can see, she dropped. So now my belly's like droopy. And this is my love handles. Alright. So I will see you guys for week 38 next week. Bye.